Oxford Bookworms Library, Stage 4. Lord Jim by Joseph Conrad. Retold by Clare West. Read by Richard Mitchley. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2012. Chapter 1. Jim's Early Life. In the eastern ports, where he worked for most of his life, Jim was very popular. He was an excellent seaman, who was liked and trusted by everyone. He was tall and strongly built, with a deep voice and a confident way of talking. To his employers and the ship's captains, he was just Jim, nothing more. He had a special reason for not wanting people to know his other name. But nothing remains secret for long in seaports, and soon someone who knew about his past was certain to arrive. When this happened, Jim always left his well-paid job immediately and moved on to another port. Over several years, he was known first in Bombay, then Calcutta, then Rangoon, Penang and Jakarta, as he moved towards the rising sun. Finally, when he could no longer bear this kind of life, he ran away from seaports and white men forever, hiding himself in the jungle in a distant Malaysian village, far away from anyone who knew him. The natives of the village gave him an extra name. They called him Tuan Jim, or as we would say, Lord Jim. Jim had spent his childhood in a comfortable, peaceful home in the southwest of England. His father was a vicar, a kind man who always did his duty and who had no doubts about what was right or wrong. The family house was warm and welcoming, with plenty of room for Jim and his 4 older brothers to play in. Close to it, on a hill, was the small grey church, standing like a rock where it had stood for centuries. There had been vicars in Jim's family for 100 years, but one of his brothers had already shown an interest in the church, so his father had to find some other work for his youngest son. When Jim spent a whole summer reading sea stories, his father was delighted and decided that Jim...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?